I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can build a thriving school community with the exact steps which I've used to build a community which I scaled to 3,200 members in less than 5 months and also get 46 paying members. So first off, in the community, we want to understand why community is king, because I believe every other business model is bullshit. I feel like community is king. Every guy that's doing a personal brand, they're running in a community. It is the best business model in this era. This is my opinion on it, but I believe this is true. This is the best business model, and if you can capitalize on this opportunity, if you can take this opportunity and let's say you put your absolute best on it for the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to be absolutely crushing. You're going to be making more than 10K a month easily. Right? So let's go over why community is king and how this is the best business model in this era. So first off, community-driven businesses in 2024. Look, this is the harsh reality. No one gives a shit about physical businesses. Do you want to bother getting a 100K loan from the bank just to start a physical business? Or do you want to just sit down, give $100 to this platform and start making money, start printing money online? No one cares about starting physical businesses anymore. They are dead. No one wants to do physical businesses anymore. Because online businesses are the new meta. Everyone needs communities. People crave for communities. Okay? It's back to our primal instincts. People want communities. People want a brotherhood. And if you can create that, I'm going to show you exactly how you can create that inside this full guide. You're going to be making more than 10K a month. So you just need to understand everyone needs communities and people crave for communities. Now, that's why I would say community-driven business in 2024 are absolutely crushing it. Now, the second thing is school is so unique. Now, running a community is a separate thing, and running a community on school is a whole different thing. Now we're talking. School is an absolutely amazing platform, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can build a thriving community on this platform called School. Because if you aren't taking advantage of this platform called School, you're literally missing out. You're missing out on the amount of value that you get. You're missing out on making money. You're just missing out on everything. You're missing out on life. You're living under a rock if you don't know about this platform called School. Because School is so unique. It's a money-making machine. It allows you to print money. You can literally print money on School. People with no prior experience with business are literally printing money. It's a cheat code. It's a glitch in the system. It's everything in one. This is why this is the best time to get into School right now. I want you to take this opportunity. In fact, I have an action step for you right now. I want you to open up a new tab, go to skool.com and make an account today if you don't already have one. Now, you're an absolute loser if you haven't done that. But next thing I want to cover is why it's so unique is because everything is in one. There's a course builder. You can build out courses. There's call hosting. You can host calls. There's gamification. There's a community aspect. And you can win massive prizes such as winning a Cybertruck, 100K in cash, meeting a Mosey, Sam Ovens, networking with other millionaires. It's just absolutely everything in one. A course builder. Do you want to go out and put your courses on Udemy? Or would you rather host it on School? Do you want to host your calls on Google Meet or just integrate it with School? You can't gamify any other community. School is so unique. It also has that community sense. It's not these low-tier degenerate communities. You can't make a low-tier post on School because every post requires a headline and then some text underneath, and you must categorize it. Because if it doesn't fit in the categories, then it can easily get deleted. It's not like this Discord community, these Reddit communities. Absolutely different. School is unique. And win prizes like a Cybertruck. Which platform, which community platform, which business allows you to win prizes such as winning 100K in cash, winning Cybertrucks, meeting Alex Amosi in person? Not one business model that I know of does all those things in one. So this is why School is so unique. Now, the final thing which I want to emphasize is it's the future of online education. School is the future of online education because who cares about Facebook groups? Who the hell cares about Facebook groups? I don't know if you're watching this video, you're not in a Facebook group. Facebook groups are dead. No one is in Facebook groups anymore. No one interacts in Facebook groups anymore. People learn more from communities. People learn from communities. People learn from each other. People learn through stories. Communities are the best way to learn. And what School does is it merges everything into one platform. Like I said over here, the course builder, core hosting, gamification, community, winning prizes, all of that is merged into School. You can make as many courses as you want. Let's say you want to start a community. There's no limit to how much courses you can make. There's no limit to how much calls you can host. There's no limit to how many members you have in your community. There's no limit as to how much you can post every single day. You can join as much communities as you want. You can spend as long as you want on the platform. There are literally no limits, and it is the future of online education as we know it. So those are just 3 things I want to emphasize why the community is king, why school is the best business model in this era. And you must be capitalizing, you must take control, you must use this to your advantage, because if you're not at school today, then you're missing out. 10 years down the line, you'll be thinking, damn, why didn't I go in school early? You don't want to regret your decisions. Join school today. Now, I just want to show you guys some more things. If you're saying now, oh, I need a previous experience, or I don't know what to make my community about. Well, guess what? Literally anyone can do this business. You don't need any experience. I'm just going to show you right now. People are making communities on poop scooping. Picking up poop from the ground, making money off that. This guy, $183, 69 months. So if we just do the maths here, 69 times 183, I know it's not going to be rough, but 13 grand. This guy is making 13 grand from just telling people, poop scooping millionaire. It's telling people how to start a poop scooping business. Imagine that. Have you ever heard of a poop scooper before? You probably haven't. Just look at how insane that is. How insane. Look at that. Poop scoop millionaire. Now next one. Sawdust startups. How to make money with woodworking. There's literally communities on everything. Let's say you have knowledge on arts and crafts, or just even woodworking on how to use a saw properly. You can start a community on that. This community is named Sawdust Startups. How to make money with woodworking. 463 members paying $59 a month. Let's do the maths here. Times 59. This guy's making $27,000. This is a rough estimate, but around 20 to 30k a month, just from teaching people how to make money woodworking. He's making more money from teaching people how to do woodworking from woodworking alone. That is so powerful. That is so powerful. Now just look at that, right? Now another one, Sticker Society. This is even more bizarre. A community for sticker printers. RIP and print troubleshooting and growing a sticker business. There's a community on growing a sticker business. This is generating somewhat $500, $600 a month, but still $500, $600 a month just by teaching people how to print stickers. So it's 71 times 5. 355, for roughly around $400, just teaching people how to print stickers. That is absolutely bizarre. And this is going to be continuing on growing. This is going to continue on growing. The more users are on the platform, the more users on school, the more these businesses grow. So this is the best time to tap into, because school is new. People are just finding that school now. If you can take the opportunity, start a community now, and it's going to be booming in 2 years, because school is going to be so massive. School's mission is to reach 1 billion users worldwide. And I think it's going to easily breeze past that goal in the next few years. So if you're taking advantage of it now, you're going to make a shit ton of money. And let's look at some other communities. The Survival Gardener. Dedicated to growing food when it really counts. Say goodbye. Literally teaching people how to grow food in their backyard. I would have never thought of a community with this, but as you can see, 187 members paying $24 a month. Do the math. Almost 5 grand. The guy's making almost 5 grand teaching people how to grow food in the backyard. This guy can just sit at home, look after his plants, get on a few coaching calls, get on a few calls with other community, answer a few community questions, and that's it. He's printing 5k a month just teaching people how to grow food. That is absolutely bizarre. I think you should be convinced that school is the best way to make money. This guy making 10, 20k a month by teaching people how to do woodworking, teaching people poop scooping. Sticker Society, making $500 a month. Survival Garden, teaching people how to grow food, making 5 grand a month. If you're not convinced that this is the best opportunity of this era, then I don't know what's going to make you more convinced. Okay? If you're not convinced school is the best business model, then click off this video. I didn't care about the CTR of this video. I didn't care about the watch time. This is not the video for you. Now, if you've made an account on school, or you have an account on school, or already have a running community, then I'll suggest continue watching this video. Now, let me just guide you through the school community walkthrough. So I've given you a lot of information about why school is the best business model, how it's all combined in one. Let me just give you a quick rundown of the community. So first off, we're going to go over the community aspect. So here's the community section. As you can see, there's different categories. So as you can see, the general announcements, like I can customize these categories based on what I want. And then you see the categories there. And then to make a post, you click here. And then you have to write a title, so whatever the title is. So you actually have to put some thought into making a good title. And then you have to write something as well. Then what you can do is you can add images, right? You can add some links. You can add YouTube videos. You can make a poll. You can make people take action. So whenever they've commented on the post, it says done. Emojis, GIFs, right? And then once you've done that, you've got to select the category to which category it's in. And then if you're the admin of the community, you can send this email to every member to the community. This is so powerful. This is the community section. Like if I just go down here. Alright, look at this community. Right, it's day 12 of the protocol done. Look, shows me the post, puts it in a category, and yeah, like people start commenting, right? Look at this one. It's just absolutely insane. The community aspect is just crazy. Now the next aspect is the classroom aspect, which is where you host all the courses. So if we go to the classroom section here, this is where you host all your courses. So if I click on start here, so you host it, you make a course module here, click on new course, and then inside each course you can make different folders. So as you can see, there's a welcome folder and there's a 30-day action folder. And then when you click on, you can open the folder and go through every single module inside each folder. As you can see, all right, this is absolutely incredible. So let me just show you another one, Entrepreneur Accelerator course. So what we'll do is you have all the folders here, and then yeah, so every time you've completed the module or watched the whole thing, what you do is you click on the tick. So I'm gonna untick it for now. As you can see, it's gonna say 98% complete. If I tick it, it's gonna say 100% completed. Absolutely insane. Like it just gamifies the whole thing. Makes learning so much more fun because it's like a game now. Learning's like a game. You're ticking it off as you're getting more and more knowledgeable. It's just incredible. Now you can see there's no limits to how much courses. You can add as much courses as you want inside of a community. Now that's the classroom aspect done. Now let's move on to the calendar. So the calendar is where you host all your calls, all your meetings. So as you can see, call here, right? Free school calls. Well, what I'll do is like you can name each course. So if I go to the editing function, let's edit this one. You can choose the name. You can choose what date it is on, what time, what duration it is, what time zone it is right now, whether it's a recurring event or not. The location, so you can take a Google Meet link and just add it in there. Description, and you can also have a photo there as well. And then also, you can remind members by email one day before. So send out an email one day before the people to join the call, right? Who can attend this event? You can make it a level unlock or members in a certain course, or you can make it all members. It's just absolutely incredible. And when the time is right, what you do is just make an announcement inside the community. What you do is just click on the link and you join. Simple as that. And you can host as many courses as you want. I don't think there's a limit as of now to how much courses you can have. There's two different functions of the calendar here, so you can see. But yeah, that's the calendar section. It's just absolutely crazy. It's just so organized as well. It's like a proper calendar. You can see everything happening here. You can see what today is, what course is tomorrow, what course is this week. It's just all organized. Now the next thing which I love about Skool is just the gamification aspect of this. Like if you go to the leaderboards, there's like a gamified element to this, right? So there's different levels. So level 1, you can name this whatever you want. You can name these levels whatever you want, but you can see, yeah. And next thing is you can make courses unlock at different levels. So I can make this coaching course unlock at level 2. I can make if I show you guys over here, I can make this Entrepreneur Accelerator course unlock at level 2, level 3. Like I can make different things unlock at different levels. It just makes people push people to actually be more engaged. Next thing is, you're probably wondering, there's a whole like a leaderboard system here, right? How does the leaderboard system work? Well, every time, if we go back to the community, every time someone gets like that's one point, right? So this guy increased in 4 points, right? So this guy got 4 more points. And every time someone, whether you leave a comment, whether you make a post and you get a like on it, that's 1 point up. So you get more and more points, and then every point, more and more points you get, you level up more, you unlock different things, and then you get higher on the leaderboard, and you can see you're competing against other people. As you can see, this guy, 6,589 points. So the guy had 6,589 likes. It just gamifies the whole thing. And it just makes you like want to provide more value, want to be more active inside the community. And therefore, it's benefiting you because you're getting higher on the leaderboard. You're unlocking more courses, unlocking more things, which basically is going to help you achieve your desired outcome faster. And it's also benefiting the owner of the community because the community is more engaged, more people are leveling up, more people are actually using the community. So it's a win-win from both you and the community members' standpoint, this is one thing I absolutely love about Skool leaderboards. Now let's go over some community dashboards and some key metrics which, as a Skool community, you should know. So if you go to settings, so you can see like you can customize everything here. You can check the icon, you can change the icon, you can change the banner, the cover, the group name, the description, what the initiative community are, and the color, and whether you want to make it private or public. Private basically means people must request to join to see inside your community, and public is just basically before people request to join, they just see the inside of your community. Now, next thing is categories. So you can have different categories in here. You can have different tabs, so whether you want to turn the classroom tab on or off, whether you want to turn the calendar tab on or off. Then there's some plugins. So plugins like membership questions. So like when people request to join the community, what questions must they answer to be applied to get in? Then there's a Zapier integration. So every time new members join, you can add it to your email list, so they automatically get added to your email list. The webhook, which is just inviting members to your group with a simple webhook. Then order DMing new members. So every time a new member joins, order DM sends out. That's sent out to them straight away. As you can see, here's my order DM. Next thing is unlock chat at level 2. This is to reduce DM spam. So people must get to level 2 before they're allowed to DM people. Unlock posting at level 2. So this is a great way of reducing low quality posts by requiring members to be at level 2 to post. Next thing's metapixel tracking. So you can run Facebook and Instagram as your about page, retarget visitor, and then what you do is you can track signups. So you can see how much people are being tracked. You can track the amount of about pages you get. People click on your about page, how much people convert from your about page. It's just incredible. And then the same could be said for Google Ads as well. Google Ads tracking, you can run Google YouTube ads to your about page, retarget visitors, and track signups. And the next thing, final thing on the plugin section is instant membership approval. So what this does is as soon as someone applies, they automatically get approved inside the community. Now that's the plugin section done. Let's move on to metrics. So here's just the metrics usually. So it just shows you in the last 30 days how much members join the community, how much members are inside the community. As you can see, I can just check. In the last 30 days, my community grew over 300 members. How many active members, you can see how much active members there are. And there's metrics over here, so like how active the community is. So like at peak, we're hitting like 5,600, 6,000 activities, and each activity is like, let's say one post is an activity, someone liking someone else's post is an activity, someone commenting is an activity. So that's how activities are calculated. It just shows you the engagement of your community. Next thing is the gamification element, so you can edit like what like the name of each level is. So like level 1, 99% of men, level 9 is top 1% of men. You can edit this based on your needs, and then also what courses can be unlocked. Next is the discovery rank, so like what rank your community is out of thousands and thousands of communities on the platform. And then it just shows the school discovery rank, which is, it's just like SEO. It's like a website SEO but for school. And you have links, so like what links you have inside your community, and links just end up over here. People just click on the link and yeah, they just get redirected to where they want to go. Now, that's everything. That's the whole community walkthrough. So now we've basically covered why community is king, like some insane business like ideas on school. And we've just gone through the entire like community walkthrough. So you're going to how school works, how everything works, and by now you should be convinced that school is the best business model in this era. Now, after we've gone through the entire community, like how our school works, how the community aspect works, now let's go over how to start a school community today. So what I want you to do is I want you to start with the right affiliate link, and I'm going to give you an affiliate link down below in the description. And what that gives is it's just going to give you some extra perks and some extra bonuses which you can unlock today. And as soon as you sign up using that, you're gonna get an instant DM from me, and then you're gonna get some resources and some prizes for you to collect as you use my affiliate link. So I'm gonna send you that in the description. So make sure you use that link. Okay. Now, next thing is you want to create a group name. Now, this group name must revolve around what the community is actually about. So if we go to here, if you check out some communities, right? If we just go to discover communities, you can just see, like, you can instantly tell what these communities are about. As you can see, digital growth community is probably about digital wealth, right? Brotherhood of Scent, probably about fragrances, colognes. Digital Wealth Academy, teaching people how to make money through digital wealth, right? You can see. Pretty straightforward. School Masterclass, how to make money online with school. So all this is pretty straightforward. So what I want you to do is I want you to make a group name around what you're actually doing, like what the idea actually is. And you don't need to stress too much about this because we can come back and change the name again. Like it's like once you've said it, you can change it multiple times. So it's not too important. Just have a name around the idea of what the community is. Now, next thing is branding. So branding is really important because you want to have a really good branding. Like if you just go here, I'll just show you this community called Conversion for Coaches Free. As you can see, the branding here, or the branding aligns with like the logo, everything, right? All this stuff, it just aligns together. Now, if I just show you this guy, Dustin Jenkins, is the owner of the community. The branding aligns with that as well. And then if I click on his YouTube, the branding is going to align with that as well. So this is what branding is. It's like just having some clear brand colors, applying them to your maybe take a photo of yourself and then have like a circle around it. Like this is something I have. As you can see, like I'll show you the branding over here. Look at the Instagram. Right, this is what I call branding. So as you can see, red, blue, red, blue. You can see it just looks like the exact same. And if you look at school, they can easily identify me. And then once I open up, like I already have a community, but I want to open up another community. It's gonna have the same branding as this as well, so people can easily tell if it's run by me or not, because they're gonna see the brand colors. They're gonna associate me with the brand colors. That's really, really important branding. Every big entrepreneur knows the power of branding. Now, next thing is the banner and logo. So don't place too much emphasis on this again, as we can always change it. I just use Canva for this. Just create a banner and logo, and then here's the banner. So the banner goes here, and then the logo just goes here at the top. And again, just one more thing I want to emphasize is, again, back to branding. Your banner and logo must match with your branding. So let's say your brand colors are red and white. Make sure your banner and logo display those colors well, and those are the only colors there. Only have like 2 to 3 main brand colors, because it just keeps it simple, keeps everything simple, and then people can understand what these brand colors actually are. So with that being said, now we've done the banner and logo. Next, we move on to the about page. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you guys a link to actually like have a proper about page review. So I'm going to put a link down below in the comments for you guys to book in a call where I'm just going to fully review our about page for your community. So come up with an about page and I'll just completely review it for free, right? Let's go over some successful community about pages. So by no means am I saying like this is I'm a multi-millionaire with the school community. I'm just saying like I've seen what concepts work and I've applied it to this, about page of this community. So first things first, the about page, the first description is learn how to make money online with school. It's just a one-liner selling your community. So what's the dream outcome you're promising? Right, whether it's learn how to make money online. If I just go back, if I just show you guys something real quick, just go back here. Yeah, how to make money with woodworking. It's pretty simple, one-liner, right? Community for sticker printers, one-liner. Alright, flip skipping millionaire. It's just like a one-liner selling your community. So just what's a one-liner that's gonna sell your community, right? So as you can see from my own, just learn how to make money online with school. Next we've done that. Next move on to the about page. So the first line is always, I just like to copy and paste the general statement again and just reinstate that. Then the next thing is I just want to give some social proof. So get the framework Mohammed and Aaron used to make $11,546 on school, step by step. Now I want you to do the exact same thing for you. Just put a bit of social proof. Let's say you want to do like a woodworking. So if we go back to the woodworking example. Alright, this guy can say, you get the exact framework which Aaron, whatever the name is, used to make XYZ amount of money in woodworking, or whatever it is, or learn the exact step-by-step formula which I developed after 20 years of woodworking or whatever. Just something like that, just something that gives some social proof, that tells people that you know what you're talking about, because people don't just buy from anyone these days. People need to have that social proof, they need to have that extra push, and once they have that, it's just going to make it so much more easy to actually for them to join. It's going to reduce the friction between them and joining the community. Now, next we move on to what you get. So as soon as they join the community, what do they get? What are the main things they get? As you can see, I've only written the 3 main things here, and I only want you to have the 3 main things because you don't have too much fluff on your about page. Obviously, you have more things inside, but you just want to have 3 main things which your ideal client resonates with. Okay, so my one's entrepreneur accelerator course, business mastery bundle, and then make your $1,000 online course. Now, as you can see in all caps, because I just like the formatting like that, and it just pops out a bit more to people. Next thing is I like to have a value stack. So like how much of this course, if I sold it separately, how much that would usually go for, and how much you're getting it for in this community. Obviously it's free, but it's just a bit of value, like just to show people that, okay, this is actually a valuable community. I'm going to get a bunch of information out of this community. I'm going to join, right? It's just, again, it's just an extra push. Just reducing the friction between them and joining the community. Now, 2 or 3 main things there again. Next, we move on to bonuses. So this bonus is to make people like feel special, feel like the community's just got some extra push, extra bonuses. So my bonus is the cost of AI software worth $47 a month, and the self-mastery bundle, which is 4+ courses worth $97 a month. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to have that value stack. Or just one more thing before about the value stack. Just have 1 to 2 main bonuses, nothing more. Don't have more than 3 bonuses. Just want to reduce the fluff. Next, what we want to do is we want to add up all the value stack and then just like put it together. So we do the maths, add it all up, and then what's the total value? So $1,285, and you just want to say now for just $0 because it is free. It's a free community. Let's say you're running a paid community, it can be adjusted based on whatever the price of your paid community actually is. Then you just want to have a call to action. Again, simple call to action that drives people to take action. Just say click, join, and learn how to make money online from school. Just a quick CTA, because once they've read the whole thing, they've actually discovered what's inside the community. You just want that extra push to just get them inside the community. Now that's the about page done. Alright, that's really powerful. Now again, just book a one-to-one call with me down below for your about page review. But yeah, now move on to plugins. So it's like I said about the dashboard settings. I'll show you some plugins now. So let's just play around with this. So first off, membership questions, you want to have this on. First thing is you want to ask them, what's your best email address for communications and important updates? Now, what you can do is when you collect the emails, you can add them to an email, the email sequence where you can start nurturing them, getting warmed up, and then making money from them. But just for the time being, just get the email and then just add them to like an email list. I use this platform called Kit email. So it used to be called ConvertKit, now it's just called Kit. Like it's just very simple, very easy to use. I know a bunch of people use Go High Level. I used to use Go High Level, but I just like the way this Kit, how Kit is. Yeah, that's for the email address. Next thing is, what's your biggest struggle when it comes to making money? Or whatever the niche is. So let's say your niche is woodworking. What's your biggest struggle when it comes to woodworking? Answer in full sentences. Now, what this is allow us to do is going to allow us to start the nurturing process. So when people join, we can see what their problem is, and we're going to aim to like solve it straight away and just help them out, whether get them on a one-to-one coaching call, pitching us to solve that problem, and then actually just like selling them, obviously, and making money from them, but also even helping them as well. Okay, so I just want you to have two main questions there, and then the third one, if you want to have one there, which is what's your phone number, the country code, or you can have something else like where'd you find the community from if you're just tracking this data. But I just like to keep it short, 1 or 2 questions, just 2 questions at max, nothing more, because again, like I said, you're gonna reduce the friction between people clicking and joining the community, people looking at the community and joining the community. So that's the power of that. So plugins, yeah. Next thing is API integration. So we're not going to go over this. I'm going to go over this in another another actually YouTube video, as well as the webhook is just a much more advanced topic, which is going to take me a more in-depth explanation. Now, one thing we're going to cover is the order DMing new members. So you want to have this on as well. So as soon as a new member joins, it sends us an order DM. And my one just says, hey, name, welcome. So, hey, John, welcome to the 1% Club. I'm the co-founder of the community. I have this one rule. If you want to stay, you must get to level 2 this week. It takes you less than 1 minute to do so, and you can stay. And then just the last action step I have for them is just to watch the Start Here course. And then I've just linked the Start Here course here. So if we just click the link, I've used a URL shortener, so it's just make sure, because you have a 300 character limit, so you just stay inside of that. And then, yeah, it gets them inside that Start Here course. So that's just a simple one thing I like to use there. But yeah, that's my order DMing for new members. And then on top of that, I like to turn this on as well, unlock chat at level 2, because I just wanted to get like, yeah, make sure there's no bots, there's no spam inside the community, as well as unlock posting at level 2. I think once you're started off, you can have these as off. Have this off until you have 100, 200 members, and then once you hit 200, 300 members, you can turn it on, because then you're gonna get more and more people applying for your community that are bots, and you might let one in who might try and like, yeah, show the community or something. Yeah, next thing is instant membership approval. I personally don't like that. I just want to like review every single person that wants to join the community and just go through each application separately just to see like if these guys are qualified to join the community or not. But yeah, I'm going to make a separate video on metapixel tracking and Google Ads tracking, because that's a whole different topic across from school. So make a separate video on that. But everything which I've just said in the plugins, that's all you need to know about setting up your plugins. Now let's go over the order DMs. So I went over the order DM, we went over the membership, panel questions, gamification, understand levels, so you understand all the levels. Now next thing is the pinned post. As you can see, I have a pinned post over here, which says, welcome to the 1% Club. Right? I want you to have a pinned post, so people can have like a welcome post underneath. So just show people what are the rules inside the community, what are the rules, what do we stand for, what's the point of this community, and yeah, as you can see, what the community is for. Just what to, like some action items below, and then use this form to make an introduction post, and then just some rules they must abide by. Then have like a complete action thingy, so every time they've completed the action, it just says done. So as you can see, like people were in the comments, I think that's over like 1K comments there. But yeah, now once we've done all of that stuff, now we're gonna start to actually get members into the community. Now, with that being said, if you've done everything up to this stage, you should have set up the whole community by now. You should have had like a created group name, branding. You should have a banner and logo. You should have done an about page. You should have booked a about page roast coaching call with me, because if you don't book that coaching call with me, you're gonna have a shit about page. You're gonna have 0 conversions, and you're not gonna make money. So make sure you quickly book that down below. It's gonna take nothing more than 30 seconds. The call is gonna be roughly around 10-15 minutes. I don't want to waste much of your time, because I do value your time. So make sure you book that call in. Next thing is the order DM. So like setting the order DM out. We're gonna have a membership request question set up. Then we have the gamification set up, like you know how the gamification works, you know how levels work. Then we just went over the pinned post. Now we're going to go over exact proper game plan as to how you can get members for your community. Now we've set up the school community. Now we need to actually get some more members into the community. So this is exactly how you're going to get your first 10 members. So first off, we're going to grab the invite link. How do you get the invite links? Well, you go to your community. you want to go to the settings function over here, click on the settings, and then go to general. Or you can just click on invite, and then you can see the links there. So what you want to do is just copy that link, right? So now once you've copied the link, now what I want you to do is I want you to send it to the 10 people in your network. And what do I mean by network? Your family, friends, just anyone that you know, family, friends, just someone that you know that might be interested in the community. Or actually, they don't even have to be interested in the community, because you just need to get those first 10 members. Because that's going to set the foundation for the rest of the community. So first 10 members. And why is this so important to the community? Because when you get 3 members, you unlock the Hormozi one-day recordings. And you may be asking, what are the Hormozi one-day recordings? Well, Hormozi one-day recordings are the literal definition of value. It's literally where the school games winners come fly out to Vegas and they attend like an 8-9 hour masterclass, like just a workshop where they basically go over the exact strategies to scale the communities, any questions they have. Hormozi runs like 6-7 different lectures inside of that mastermind. It's just absolutely massive, and that happens every single month. So you get access to all of those just by starting the school community and getting first 3 members. Now, why am I saying get your first 10 members? Because it just gives you that satisfaction that I have 10 members into my community, and it just lays the groundwork for what is to come in the future. So that's exactly how you can get your first 10 members. Okay, now we've done that section. Now we're going to move on to scaling your free community, because we've got 10 members now, but we're not satisfied with 10 members. We want to go above and beyond. We want to scale our community. We want to take it to the moon. We want to get 100 people. We want to get 1,000 people. We're going to have 5,000 people, 10,000 people in our free community. So this is the exact step-by-step strategy to scale your free community. So what's the end goal? So the end goal is to make more money. Now, why do we want to make more money? Because of financial freedom. What do we get from financial freedom? We also get location freedom. So the end goal of starting this whole community thing is because we want location and time freedom. Okay, it's a deep desire that we all have, the reason we're starting a school community. Okay, so now the next step is how to make more money. So how are you going to make more money? We need to get more qualified leads. How are we going to get more qualified leads? We need more members, right? And we get more members, we get more calls booked. So this is the exact way. So if you want to make more money, we want to get more calls booked. And how do you get more calls booked? You get more members. And how do you get more members? You get qualified leads. And I'm going to show you exactly how to get more qualified leads. So probably wondering how to get qualified leads. Well, this is exactly how you get qualified leads. You want to leverage something called attraction-based marketing. I'm going to cover attraction-based marketing over here, but we want to leverage that. And just in summary, what is attraction-based marketing? It's basically making content which is tailored towards your ICP. And your ICP is basically your ideal customer profile. So like, I made a full masterclass on this before. If you go to my channel, I've made a full guide on full 10K month guide on school. You click on that, and that's going to basically go step by step into how to find your niche and actually, find your ICP, because that's really, really important. That's most of the hard work done. Once you find your ICP, once you find your target market, then everything else becomes so much more easier. So you want to be making content tailored towards your ICP. And then what you want to do is you want to direct them to a CTA, a call to action. A call to action could be to DM you, to maybe book a call with you. Maybe it could be to join your free community. But you just want to direct them to CTA because you want to make them take action. So an example of CTA could be like, I'm getting them to DM you first. Next thing is when we're talking about how to get more qualified leads, we also want to lead with value. So every time we make a post, every time we make some content, we always want to lead with value, because in business, the person who gives the most value wins in the end. So you want to give as much value as possible, because even if you think it's too much value, there's no such thing as too much value. You can always give more value. You can always give more value. Right? And one thing I really like, if you just a really good way of leading with value is like utilizing this Loom style content. So maybe you get Loom, get the premium version of Loom. It's like $15 a month. Get Loom, start sharing your screen, have like a whole process Mario board up. And it's just basically just spit out value. You should just spit out value. You can do this in the form of YouTube videos, in the form of school posts. You can do it for Twitters, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, you can make it more talking head style videos. With your lectures, with your webinars, your workshops, your weekly Q&As inside your community, your courses. There's just so much ways which you can lead with value. And just a really good way of literally just utilizing Loom style content, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Now, that's how you get more qualified leads. Now, what platform should we use? School. Literally, the only platform you need to get more qualified leads to make more money is literally school. All right, I can cover YouTube, Instagram, all that in a different video, but in this video, literally, all you gotta be doing is just leverage school. Because all this stuff right here, this all leads back to school. This stuff can all be applied to a school community. So now what's the next step that we're gonna need to take? So the next step is we need to leverage attraction-based marketing. So attraction-based marketing is just literally attracting your ICP towards you through your posts, through your content. So how can we leverage attraction-based marketing? So we wanted to join as much communities as possible. We want to join communities where our ICP hangs out. This is why it's so important to conduct niche market research, because it just makes the whole process of getting clients, getting qualified leads, it makes it so much more easier. So what we want to do is we want to join communities. So where does your ICP hang out? Just ask yourself this question. Where does my ideal client hang out? Which community would they be hanging out in? So next thing is you want to identify 5 to 10 different good communities with a good amount of members that are actually engaged as well. So I'm going to join like 5 to 10 different communities inside your niche where your ideal clients going to be hanging out. Make sure if there's a decent amount of members, above 200 is perfectly fine, and they're also engaging. So the community is making frequent posts, people are commenting on posts, because if a community is dead, then every time you make a post, or it's not going to get any engagement. And if it doesn't get any engagement, then there's literally no point of the entire, what you call it, the post. So there's no point of even joining that community in the first place. Now, one thing I want to just say real quick is make sure you don't join more than 25 communities inside your niche, because the reason for that is you don't want to be seen as a spam. And when you're seen as a spam, the people don't treat you. They don't treat you as an authority figure. They're not gonna they're not gonna see you check your content out. You're gonna get kicked from you're gonna get banned from the community. So you follow these steps: 5 to 10 different communities with good lead flow. Now, next thing is you want to join communities. Now, once you've joined the communities, next I have this thing called the introduction phase. So this is the next 1 to 2 days after you've joined the community. So here's exactly what you do. So you want to introduce yourself in the introduction. And the intro post. So most communities, as you can see, have like an intro post. You just want to introduce yourself there. Next thing is you want to comment on people's posts. So example is just like, if I go inside this community, or if I just go inside. If I go inside this community, school games, leaving comments, okay, I'm just gonna click on this post and leave a comment there. Look at this post and look at the comments and just leave a comment there. That's exactly what commenting on people's posts means. And one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you don't do too much comments, because in one day it just seems like you just want to get up the leaderboards. You seem like a spam. So make sure you don't do too much comments in one day. You want to spread it out throughout the 2 days, 2, 3, 4 days. So one more thing I just want to state is you want to actually leave valuable insights and not just spamming people, because once you leave valuable insights, you're going to start to establish yourself as someone who gives value. And if your name is associated with value, that's really powerful. That's exactly the whole point of this. Is we want your name, your brand image to be associated with value, because when you lead value, when your brand image is associated with value, you're going to be making so much more money. So you actually want to leave valuable insights and not just spamming, W in the chat, boys, W. That's absolutely useless, and it's not going to get you quality leads. Okay, so that's the introduction phase done. Now let's move on to establishing credibility, which is days 3 to 4. So what do we do in the establishing credibility phase, which is days 3 to 4? Well, we start conversations in the comments based on the post. So an example of this could be, let's say someone makes a post. All right, let's just go for a quick example inside the school games. So I'm just going to show you guys an example real quick. So how I'm making high ticket sales on school without sales calls. So I just read the entire post. I say, great job, man. Like, I love the strategies you left in here. And then I'll just leave a question at the end. So an example that could be, how much sales did you close in the last month or so? How much sales have you closed without sales calls? Just a quick question, which it's pretty easy for them to respond, but then they respond. The main thing is you want to get a response. Right, once you get a response, you can start easy conversations. So you want to start conversations, and then what we do is once it replies, you still want to continue on flowing with the conversation. Keep like digging in with the answer. So let's say he's like, okay, I've signed 30 clients. You're like, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Do you have a tip for signing my first client or something like that? Just keep the conversation going, because the reason for that is you want to get known by the community members. Every time you leave a comment, you get a like, and when you get a like, you move up the leaderboard, and you want to be seen at the top of the leaderboard, because that's when you have extreme credibility, because that's when all the members inside the community know you, or most of the members. So you want to get known by the members inside the community, and that's basically done through starting conversations in comments. And you want to try and do this for as many posts as you can. Right. Next thing is, again, you want to show some proof that you know what you're talking about. So let's say you're leaving a really, really valuable insight. So let's say someone's struggling to make their first dollar online. You can start the comment off by saying, hey bro, I've been in the exact same situation which you're in right now. I was making XYZ, I was making $5 a day working at Mac's and stuff like that. I was in the exact same situation as you, but now I've been making, I've quit my 9-to-5 job and I'm working an online job which generates me 5 figures a month. Right, so that's an example of showing proof. Then what I would do is I would go into the value and actually help the guy out. Right, you want to show proof. That's through the comments. Through posts, you can do the exact same thing. It's just in a post format. Now, this established credibility phase, you also make some posts as well. Next thing is you want to make AMA posts. So AMA posts are Ask Me Anything posts. So example, that could be Ask Me Anything about business. And then in the title could be 27K generated in the last 30 days or something like that. So AMA posts are really, really powerful. I'll show you an example of that real quick. So there's this post I made over here, which is said, I'll roast your about page, $20,000 plus at 15 years old, 27% conversion rate. So the reason this post got really good engagement because I said I'll roast your about page, which is something a lot of people are actually struggling on. Then I have some social proof saying $20,000 at 15 years old. People can be really curious and they would want to know how. And then one more thing, which is like the extra punch, is 27% conversion rate, because many people don't have a 27% conversion rate and they want to know how they can get that. So basically what they're going to do is like, they're going to comment underneath my post. So this is basically the structure of the post. So I had a lot of social proof there, a lot of social proof, more social proof with the image there. And then basically people just like left a bunch of comments there. And then I just started conversations in the comments. That's a really, really powerful way of making AMA posts that get good engagement inside community. So you want to make these AMA posts in different communities and start different conversations, you know. And yeah, you actually want to genuinely give value and helping people, because when you're making these posts, you don't want to say at the back of your head, oh, I want to make money, I want to make money. You actually want to genuinely give value in these posts, like what I did. So an example of the way I give value is I just sit down and look at their comment. I'll look at what they need help with specifically, and then I record a loom, send it over to them. That's just a really, really good way, and they actually see you've put the effort in to record a loom, to record a video to answer their question, which genuinely shows interest, which they really want. So once you've done that, they're most likely going to join your community from there. And yeah, that's 3 days, 3 to 4. Now, after that, what we want to do is we want to make a value post. So what a value post? Value post is just basically when you make a post that leads with value. So let me just find a value post in the school games community. How to get sales in schools without, that's a value post, right? How do you scarcity to make more money on school? That's another value post. The reason this is a value post is because it's leading with value. It's helping people out. It's giving value, right? So you specifically want to make posts that your ICP would click on. And the way we come up with ideas to make posts is we connect with our ICP. We ask them what problems they're facing. And you want to make a whole list on a Google document of problems which they're facing. And then what you want to do is every single post you make should aim to solve that problem. Or even maybe a sub-problem inside that main problem. And that way you have infinite content ideas for your school, for school posting strategy. So you want to make posts that your ICP would click on. Next thing is you want to optimize the headline for the most amount of clicks. And a way to optimize the headlines for the most amount of clicks is just leveraging AI. So leveraging ChatGPT. I literally, if I go to my ChatGPT, I literally have a custom bot for like copywriting. So it's really, really powerful. If we just, yeah, you can see Newsletter Pro. So we have a custom bot for AI. So that's extremely, extremely powerful. Next thing is we want to learn copywriting. So copywriting is extremely high ROI activity. And I think it's more valuable than leveraging AI for this. Copywriting is, if you learn copywriting, you will make a ton of money. You'll make a ton of money, you get a ton of members into your community, because copywriting is basically writing to sell. So you're basically convincing people to buy your product through writing. That's extremely powerful. If you can learn the master of if you can master copywriting, you can literally sell as much as you want. Okay, now next thing is, after we've done that, we want to pack the post with the value. You just want to give as much value as possible. Don't hold back with the amount of value you give, right? Don't forget about the 80-20 rule. You just want to give 100% of your value in the post. Okay, an example that could be like, just start with a bit of social proof, just give a bunch of value. And there's this thing I like from Hermosi. It says it's not seconds of value, it's a value per second. So you want to give us, every sentence should have a purpose. Every sentence inside the post should have a meaning. It should have a purpose of being there. It should convey value. It should have like a meaning. It should be a part. You should ask yourself, why is this sentence here? Why is it, do I need this sentence? That's an essential part of copywriting, because you want to eliminate as much as waste possible. Even if the guide isn't even that long, if it gives a lot of value in a short space, then that's extremely, extremely valuable. Okay, and one final thing is you want to make these posts 2 to 3 times per week. You want to keep these like quite scarce. You want to have it every single day, because then people get overwhelmed with the value you give. You want to make these posts 2 to 3 times per week. Now we move on to posting wins. So value posts, now we move on to posting wins. So you want to start posting the wins you get every single day. And with all these posts I'm talking about, where you make these posts, you make it in the communities you joined. Or say join 5% different communities, so you make it in there, only in there specifically. So you want to start posting wins, because people want to see you win. If people inside the community start seeing you win, they're gonna be like, damn, I want that winner. I want to start winning as well. How is this guy winning so much? Right? You just want to start posting every small win you have. It doesn't matter how big or small the win is. A win is a win. and make sure you post that win. And another thing on top of that, with that win, is you just want to have like a bit of social proof that you actually did make that win. Have like an image showing some social proof. Right, what this does is basically allows you to build that community bond, that sense of community, because people are going to start congratulating you. People are going to start commenting on that post. They're going to start saying that this is awesome, man. Keep up the good work. How did you do this? How did you do that? They're going to like start to know you a bit more. You're going to start to build your credibility inside the community. Just like I said, people will celebrate those wins. Next thing is people will actually start reaching out to you because you made those wins, because people actually get curious. You want to invoke curiosity into people. An example that could be how I sold my community for $6,000 at 15 years old. People want to know how they can do the exact same. People want to know how you did that, because people are genuinely interested. If you learn copywriting, well, this is all going to be so easy for you. So when people start celebrating those wins, you can start reaching out to them saying, thanks bro, thanks for commenting, thanks for celebrating my win. And people will start reaching out to you. And what do you do when people start reaching out to you? This is your chance to book them a call. So be like, hey bro, yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I could definitely explain how I did XYZ on a call. Would you be against hopping on a call, right? And you want to get those guys to book a call, and then from there you can like do the whole call process, which I'm going to explain. Okay, and the final types of posts which I'm going to tell you is engagement posts. So an example of engagement posts is just basically asking questions inside the community. The whole aim of that is to get people to reply or to get people to vote on a poll. And then whenever they have a question, so let's say you want to reply back with a loom, with a call to action to DM you. So example that could be, let's say, you make a post, so you leverage AI for your business. People are going to start commenting their own opinions. You can reply to their comments with a loom, and in that loom, at the end of the loom, you can have a call to actions for them to DM you, which is going to be really, really powerful. And then from there, what they're going to do is, since they're going to take the call to action, they're going to DM you. You want to build rapport through giving free value. You can give as much value as you want, like build some trust inside the community chat, in the chat, and then you just want to get them to book a call with you, and then from there, you know what to do. Right. So that's basically how to leverage attraction-based marketing using platform of school only. Imagine we could use Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Imagine we could use all these platforms, then this would be so much more powerful. But we're using school. We're sticking with school because school is as powerful as YouTube and Instagram for getting clients, if you know how to do it the right way. So that's exactly how you can leverage attention-based marketing. Now, what we want to do is we want to convert attention to free members, because what we're going to, after we've done this whole process, we're going to be getting a ton of leads coming into our school community. Now, what we want to do is we want to learn how to convert those attention, so how to convert this attention that we generated here into free members, to actually get more and more members for your community. So first thing is converting DMs. So when people DM you first, you want to build rapport. You don't want to seem too salesy, you build rapport, start a normal conversation with them. Right? Then what you want to do is you want to guide them to the decision to join your community. So a main takeaway here is you don't want to force the decision, because when you force the decision, then they're not going to join. You don't want to seem salesy. You just want to guide them to the right solution. You want to be like, okay, hey bro, I see you struggle with XYZ and actually had a community that's free and it's going to help you out with that. Would you be against joining it? They would absolutely say, no, I wouldn't be against that. And send them the link, they join. Simple as that. Right? Don't force the decision. Give them an option. And next thing is organic members. So you're going to get a lot of organic traffic. So literally from doing all of this, from leveraging attraction-based marketing, you're going to get a lot of organic traffic, because people see the posts you make, they're going to click on your profile, they're going to see you have a community, and they're going to join it. So organic members, you get a lot of organic members, and a ton of people would join from clicking on your profile. And this is why I emphasize the fact of getting on the leaderboard on as many communities as possible that are inside your niche, because then people or your ICP is going to click on your profile and they're going to see your name up there, and they're going to like click on your profile and they're going to join your community, and from there build rapport, get that trust, and you can close them. So you can easily get on the leaderboard by literally following these steps right here. By following these steps, by leveraging attraction-based marketing, you can easily get on the top 3 leaderboard of basically any community if you just put in the effort. It's as simple as that. So here's some benchmarks, some tracking, and some target KPIs for you to hit. So value posts 2 to 3 times per week. Repurpose it onto all different communities. Engagement posts 3 to 4 times a week. Do it in all the communities you're in. Comments, so written comments 30 minutes a day, genuinely actually give value, and do 30 minutes a day of loom comments, which are with a call to action to DM you. And so those are some benchmark tracking and key performance indicators. What I want you to do is I want you to take a screenshot of this right now. That's an action step for you. And from tomorrow or from today, I want you to start taking action on this today. And just literally come back to me in 1 month, come back to this video in 1 month, and just see how much members you have inside your community. Now, once we've hit those benchmark trackers and KPIs, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Now, you're probably going to be asking, okay, I have members inside my community. How do I keep them all engaged? Well, we have an engagement system. So you need to build a system that actually engages all the members inside your community. This is a unique engagement system which I've developed by myself. So you need to build a system. So there are a few different types of engagement posts which you can make. There's value posts, there's accountability posts, there's mega threads, there's debates, and there's AMA posts. So these are specifically engagement posts inside your own school community. So let's first go over value posts. So here's an example of a value post. The hidden YouTube strategy, making entrepreneurs a ton of cash. Right, so that's just a value post, and what I do is I start off with like a bit of a hook, a bit of an intro, maybe give some social proof, and then you want to get straight into the value. Just give as much value as possible, but you don't want to make it too long. You want to condense it as much as possible, but still pack as much value as possible. You want to preferably do this like 2 to 3 times per week. I would say in your community, do this 4 to 5 times per week inside your community, because you want to give as much value inside your community as possible. Next thing is the accountability type post. So an example of that could be daily accountability post. Did you achieve your goals for today or yesterday? Yes or no. There's no such thing as maybe just a little bit. So it's an accountability post holding you on track, holding you accountable. So an example that could be, let's say you're on the online fitness test. Did you work out today? Did you eat processed foods today? Did you eat healthy today? Did you eat 100 grams of protein today? That's an example of accountability goals. Accountability post. Next thing is mega thread. So these are like, I'll do this once a week. So here's like an example of the business mega thread. So drop down any business advice you have. Write down as many business tips you have. This will genuinely help someone. There will be someone out there reading your advice. Make sure to not hold back. Write down as many business tips as you have. And then I give them a bit of an incentive at the end to actually make them posts. So I'm going to be making posts like this to help spice up the 7-day leaderboard challenge, make the most of this opportunity. And then I gave a poll there because people just love polls. So if you have a poll, that's going to be really powerful. But that's a mega thread right there. So another example could be a gratitude mega thread. Write down as many things you're grateful for. Or a fitness mega thread. Write down as many things or as many pieces of advice you have about fitness. It's just a mega thread. Really, really good way of keeping the community engaged. Next thing are debates. So here's an example of a debate. So let's start a debate. Type your opinion below. Let's start a debate. It's crucial to expand our negotiation and problem solving skills. That's really important. These debate posts help you with your real life skills, your conversational skills, your negotiation skills. This will help us everywhere in life. This activity runs like this. Someone's gonna write a controversial opinion about something or whatever. A controversial opinion about something. Then someone replies but disagrees with the opinion of the other person, and then they get into a debate, and then there's finally one winner to the debate. So there's some rules as well. Obviously it has state some rules because you don't want people like violating the community rules, making it a low quality post, but that's just a really, really good way of having, keeping the community engaged, having a bit of fun as well. That's the debates. Now the final one is the AMA post. So ask me anything. So here's an example from inside my community. One guy posted this: med school dropout to financially free, ask me anything. So you read my title on university dropout, may resonate with you a little bit about me. Dropped out med school 2021, make the first 10K month in October 23, make 20K month January 2024. And yeah, that's like some social proof right there. And then he just says, if you have any business related questions, ask away. That's a really, really good way of keeping the community engaged to AMA post. And what you can do is, if person has any questions, what you want to do is you want to respond with a loom, or you respond with a comment, and keep sparking the conversation. Keep asking them questions, because this is going to boost the post up and up and up. And the higher the post goes inside the community, the more people comment on it, and the more people that comment on the post, the higher discovery rank goes, the more engaged your community actually becomes. So those are the engagement posts. So that's the engagement system. Now let's go over some general. Here's the general engagement system. So value posts every single day. So these value posts, these are only inside your community every single day. Really, really important. You want to make your community extremely valuable. Alright, accountability posts. So these posts 3 times a week. Mega threads 1 time a week. Debates 1 time a week. And AMA posts 1 time a week. You want to spread these out throughout the entire week. And trust me, if you follow this for 1 month, your community is going to be, I'm telling you, way more engaged than what it is right now. Okay, so that's just a general engagement system. Make sure you follow that. Now let's go over an inbound acquisition system. So here's an inbound acquisition system with action items for you to complete. So here's how you can use school groups for target market research. So what you want to do is you want to provide free value to school communities. You want to comment using looms and provide CTAs to DM you. Then you want to pre-qualify the leads when they DM you. You want to, like, when they DM you, I'm going to go through their profile, check their Instagram page, see if they're qualified for your offer. So you're going to pre-qualify them. Then what you want to do is you want to store these engaged leads in a CRM system. So I just use Google Sheets or like Monday.com or Airtable for nurturing and appointment booking. Then what you want to do is from there, you just drive traffic to your free community. So if they're qualified, you drive traffic to your free community. Now, once that's school groups for target market research. Now, let's go over email lists for engaged leads. So remarketing campaigns for leads through paid inbound acquisition. Then what you want to do from there is you want to provide free value on social proof and emails. And then you want to incentivize the leads to book a call. So you can do that through paid ad campaigns and email lists. You want to provide social proof in both, and then you want to incentivize them on the call to action community to build a call with you or your free community. Now, let's go over YouTube channel for target market. So you want to post 4 long form pieces of content every single week, 3 to 4. You want to provide free value, and what I mean by free value is better than your competitors. And how can you tell if it's better than your competitors? You should do your market research. You want to give values per second, not seconds of value. Then what you do from there is you drive traffic to your free community / book a call page. And then from there, in your book a call page and your community page, you want to showcase some social proof, case studies, testimonials, blah, blah, blah. And then from there, you acquire new employees through inbound through content. So you're gonna get like a bunch of guys in your network that are setters, closers. You want to hire the best quality of setters, closers. And then from there, what they can do is they increase your appointment booking rate by appointment booking rate on autopilot by literally consistently posting your content. And what you want to do from there is literally repurpose your long form content into short form content to increase your exposure and awareness. Right, now let's go over short form content for target market. So you want to repurpose long form content and unique short form content. So you want to repurpose long form content into short form content posted on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, and on TikTok maybe, just with that brand. Next thing is you want to repurpose the long form content onto Instagram Reels, 1 reel per day, and you're going to repurpose that onto TikTok, so one TikTok per day. So that's basically the action items for inbound acquisition. And I highly suggest you maybe even rewatch this part because this is extremely valuable. And if you can understand these concepts, which I'm probably going to explain in much more detail in maybe like a later video, but if you can understand these concepts, you can actually crush it. Now we go all the way to the top right here. We want to delegate and automate as much work as you can, because obviously we want to automate our businesses but still work, So we want to delegate and automate as much work as you can. So here's the best way, which I found, which you can delegate and automate as much work as you can inside your business and get more calls booked and get more clients. So first off, you want to hire 3 commission-based setters. So one setter is going to be working on Twitter, one setter is going to be working on LinkedIn, and one setter is going to be working for Instagram. And in total, they can send easily around 500 DMs per day. So here's exactly how I would go about this. So for Twitter, I would buy 2 to 3 cheap Twitter accounts. So you can go like websites here, you can see $80, $5, $220. You can this the verified badge. What you want to do is you want to get a verified badge over here. So you want to get 2 to 3 cheap Twitter accounts for like $10, $15. Now what you want to do from there is it doesn't have to be verified, but yeah, it'd be good. And what you want to do from there is you want to get Twitter verified in all of them. So this is Twitter verified. So just it's like a very large reply boost, and it's just like extremely just credibility right there. So you want to start sending DMs out. So here's like a script which they can use. So hey bro, sorry to bother you. I noticed you follow Zach Biz. So who's Zach Biz? Zach Biz is like, let's say, influencer in your niche. So let's say, hey bro, sorry to bother you. I noticed you follow Hamza. Or hey bro, I noticed you follow Alex Emoji on Twitter. Do you mind if I ask you a question? And then here's you can do, just send a bunch of DMs. As you can see, like you get a large amount of replies. Send a bunch of DMs every single day. Twitter setters. Let's say you have 2 setters on Twitter. If you got 2 setters on Twitter, let's say you don't need one for LinkedIn as of now, but it all depends on where your target market hangs out. So let's say you have 2 setters on, so let's say 200 DMs per day per setter, so 500 DMs on Twitter per account. So here's like the script which I like to use. Say, hey bro, sorry to bother you. I know you follow Iman Ghazi on Twitter. Do you mind if I ask you a question? And the guy replies with no, or go for it. And then what you want to reply is like, hey bro, I created a community with over 2.1k people who just follow Iman, and just a lot of people are just like me and follow him. It's called the 1% Club. If you don't mind, I can share it with you. And they're like, yeah, of course, what's it about? And then he said it's about men's self-improvement community. Here's something to join, and then they join from there. Simple as that. You can easily get 100 people into the community in a week. I think you can get 200, 300 members in a week simply from this strategy. It's just a really powerful strategy. So that's just from Twitter alone. So I'm just talking about this is just from Twitter alone. You can use the same script for Instagram, and LinkedIn strategy is a bit different. I'm going to go over a LinkedIn strategy in a different video. So let's say you roughly send out 200 Instagram DMs per day, roughly 15 to 20 people per day join. That approximates to 500 or 600 people a month joining simply from Instagram. Let's say we get another 1,000 from Twitter because we're getting more DMs on Twitter. That's 1,600 people. That's 1,600 people which they're pre-qualified, and you can get them to book a call. So another way of like filtering out unqualified leads is, let's say a person joins after 2 to 3 weeks. You see they're not engaging. You're gonna send them a few follow-ups, continue following up with them, and then if they're just not interested, then kick them out from the community because they're just a waste of time. But like worst case scenario, you're gonna kick it out 1,000 people and keep 500. Still 500 new members joining a month, which are qualified as well. It's extremely powerful. It's 500 potential clients for you. So here's some benchmark tracking and target key performance indicators. So 2 setters combined on Twitter can get 500 DMs a day, and let's say at a 30% reply rate, that's 150 replies. So replies to join community is 30%, so 40 out of those 150 replies, 45 members join, and 45 members a day for 1 month is 1350 members, so 1,350 members joining every single month. So let's say you have 4 setters working for 1 month. That's 2,700 members every single month, and obviously those aren't fully qualified, but they're actually interested in your niche, they're inside your niche. And then what you do from there is you pre-qualify them when they join the community. When they join the community, qualify them, get them on a call, see if they're qualified for your offer, see if they're going to be active inside the free community. If they're not, then just simply remove them. Worst case scenario, you're going to be 1,000 members, 1,000 qualified members, or even 500, which is still really, really good. Even if you get 500 qualified members, so let's say 2,700, they're not fully qualified for your offer, but let's say 400, 500 people every single month that are qualified for your offer. That's 400, 500 people every single that are qualified. So let's say you sell an offer of $9.99. So let's say out of those 400 people, 200 people buy it of $9.99. That's almost $1 million. That's like probably $1 million there. 109. That's 200 grand almost. If you buy it. Let's say even 50 people buy your $9.99 service, which is a 10% conversion rate from 500 people. That's almost 50 grand as well. Now let's say you have a low ticket solution and 500 people are qualified. Let's say 300 of them buy the low ticket solution, which is like, let's say $50 a month. That's an extra 15k in MRR for you. And let's say we do that, you do it for 3 months, that's 45k MRR, which you've just stacked. That's really, really powerful. It's a really, really powerful strategy. And I'm actually going to start leveraging this more as well, because I've just come to see the power of this, the power of sending personalized DMs, the power of sending DMs, the power of outreach. So I think you guys should definitely find some settings. So literally rewatch this entire section again, because this is a really, really valuable section. And it's going to get you a bunch of members. It's going to get you a bunch of money in the long run as well. So here's one trend which I've seen from many school games winners. So this is a school games list. This is an all-time leaderboard of the people that won the school games. So one trend I've noticed for them is they start making content. They literally make all of them have a personal brand, and all of them make content. So this is exactly the reason for you why you should be making content every single day. So you want to start making content every single day. If you don't have a YouTube channel, or if you don't have an Instagram, open up one right now. Otherwise you're an absolute pussy if you don't open up right now. Okay, open up an Instagram page right now for your business and a YouTube channel. I look at Keytron ranking. Right, 193k MRR. He's at 300 almost. I think he's at 260k now. Look at him, 343,000 followers. 343,000 followers on Instagram. 193k MRR. Right, look at Max Pearson. Right, 60k subs. 161k MRR. Right, Anthony Sirius, 206,000 followers. 140k MRR. Kenneth Smith, other school games winner, 313k followers. 100k MRR. Right, Stephen G. Pope, 20k subs. And 88k MRR. This is so powerful. You need to create content today. 40k subs for CG Pope. You need to start creating content today, because all the school winners, they've literally started creating content, and most of them are on YouTube or Instagram. So I'm first going to go over the killer YouTube strategy that is making entrepreneurs a ton of cash. So this is the killer strategy that will make you a ton of money. So there's a killer strategy that's spreading across YouTube right now, and it's making entrepreneurs a ton of cash. And the best part, you can use this strategy to acquire infinite leads for your high-ticket school community. And I'm going to break it down step by step so you can implement it right now. But let's first start off with the mindset shift. So here's the first mindset shift, which I actually want you to adopt. So it is that you need to understand that like saying cash. Because if you're constantly chasing views, you're probably not going to make a ton of money unless you're going massively viral. And let's be real, that's not going to happen overnight, is it? So you either sacrifice money for views or views for money. Which one will it be? Now, I'm not saying you can't get views from the content style which I'm going to be showing you. It's just not the hyper-edited, flashy, talking head type of content. But that's okay, because we're here for leads that convert, not getting as much views as you want. So the second step is you want to get super clear on your target client. I've been emphasizing this so much, but it's so powerful. So before you even think about recording content, you need to nail down who your target client is, who your ideal ICP is, ideal client profile. Because without this, nothing will work, period. Nothing will work if you haven't done your ICP research. Right. So once you've done your ICP, here's the magic. You can tailor your content directly to them. That means only your ICP will watch, get nurtured, and eventually make the buying decision. Now, step 3 is doing market research like a pro. So how can we do that? Is we hop onto calls with our ICP, ideal client profile, and start asking them questions, ranging from what motivated you to make this change to what's stopping you from achieving your goal. And every time they answer, dig deeper, ask them more questions. You want to get to the heart of their pain points. And here's a pro tip which I like to use, is I like to record these calls. I use Fathom for this because Fathom, it's free and it's perfect. Because once you've had a few calls, you can take those transcripts, you can copy the transcript of those calls, put it into ChatGPT and tell it to give you market research right there. Now let's go over step 4, which is to generate 100 plus video ideas instantly. Now, I want you to tell ChatGPT to give you 100 video ideas targeted towards your ICP. And I want you to base it off the transcripts or the calls you've taken. So you want to give the transcripts to ChatGPT, the whole video transcript. And then from there, you want to tell it to create your 100 video ideas targeted towards your ICP. Boom. That's 7 months of content ideas right there, ready to go. And trust me, you'll come up with even more ideas as you start producing content on the go. So step 5 now is to actually build up the content. So you want to pick one of those video ideas which ChatGPT gave you, and then you want to ask ChatGPT to give you the key points for that video, or what to include inside that video. And once you have these videos, use this prompt. So using the structure and these points, expand to create more dot points inside each chapter for a 2-hour YouTube masterclass. Include detailed steps inside each chapter. Now, you literally got all the material you need to start building out your video. Now, you've got the whole dot point system there. Now what you want to do is you want to organize your content on a Miro board, exactly what I have done over here. Alright, so you want to do something like this. It's free and it's super effective. Get Miro right now. So you want to take all the dot points that ChatGPT gave you and organize them into a process, a framework, or a step-by-step system. You want to think this is like a flowchart that guides you, that guides your audience through the content. And this part might take a day or two, but it's completely worth it because it's going to be so powerful. Now, step 7 is recording the hook. So now that you've got everything mapped out, it's time for you to record the hook of your video because the hook is extremely important, right? So the hook should be no longer than 30 seconds and it should follow the 3 Ps framework, which Alex Amosi has said has been proven to work time and time again. So what is the 3 Ps framework? Well, it's proof from its path. So what is proof? So proof is basically sharing social proof that shows you know what you're talking about. What's promise? Promise is telling the viewer exactly what they'll get by watching a video. And what's the path? So teasing the path. So tease the path you would take, on something Miro flowchart. So an example that could be proof. So I've scaled 5 different school communities that make $10,000 a month each. Promise, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step formula which you can use to scale your school community to $10,000 a month in the next 90 days. And the path. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the exact strategy, which path. It's just like show them. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did this through a system which I've developed, or like this. You get the idea, right? So the path is just basically telling the framework which you've used to get there. And I want you to use Loom to record the video, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm on Loom. And make sure you've upgraded your plan to the, I think, $13 a month plan, which is actually the best. Or you can get to the $18 a month plan, which is the Loom AI, which is really effective. I haven't used much of it yet, but make sure you upgrade Loom. It's going to be one of the best investments you've ever made. Now, start from step 1 and go all the way till the end. So, start from step 1 and go all the way to the end. Now, step 8 is include multiple call to actions. So while recording, you want to make sure you sprinkle in multiple CTAs throughout the video, because what this does is it keeps engagement high and it also encourages people to take that next step. That could be to your landing page, to your free community, to a call with you, to click out this free resource. So include multiple CTAs. Now, step 9 is editing and attaching the video. I think we should have had this at the front, but at the top. But the next day, you want to focus on polishing your video. So you want to do some light editing on the video. You want to do a few animations, do a bit of color grading for the hook, and make sure the audio is crisp. So for the thumbnail, you want to copy proven concepts. So you want to look at what's worked inside your niche and create 3 different thumbnail variations, because when you upload it, you can use YouTube's A/B testing feature to see which one works the best. Now, this is, apologies for this. This part, the thumbnail and the idea of the video should get to start. So as soon as you get the idea for the video, you want to start building up the thumbnail, and then you want to start building up the video. All right. Now, the final step is we want to repurpose the content for maximum impact. So here's the key. So you don't have to create 2 to 3 hour videos every single week. Instead, you can record 1 every 2 weeks and clip that video into 4 to 5 super valuable 10 to 20 minute segments, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And each one can be a standalone video. Now, for each clip, just record a quick hook using 3 Ps framework and dive straight into the content. And this is the exact strategy which I'm using right now to maximize content output while keeping a high quality. And this approach makes sure it attracts your ideal clients, nurtures them, and it also converts them into buyers. Forget hyper edited talking videos. This method works the best, right? That's one way of going about it. Now, the next one is utilizing Instagram for client acquisition. So I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process for which you guys can use for utilizing Instagram for client acquisition. So the first one is what will make an impact. So we need to understand what's going to make an impact. Your Instagram profile, the content you make, the frequency of the content, and the amount of followers you have, because to a certain degree, right? If you have past 1,000 followers, that's enough credibility right there. Next thing is what's not going to make an impact, copying what others do, scrolling on Instagram, and the perfectionist mindset. And what I mean by copying by this is simply just copying and pasting. Now, what is Instagram for? So Instagram is a platform where you can create unique and authentic content. Don't copy someone else's content type, because you want to attract your own tribe. So you want to show your lifestyle on your profile. Your Instagram should be an outward reflection of who you actually are. So you want to as you go about your day, you want to post some stories about what you're doing. Now let's go over exactly how you can structure your Instagram posts. So you want to make a combination of posts, carousels, and reels. So your posts and reels should either convey personal life or value. Majority of you make majority reels, as they will get, make a bunch of reels because they're going to get the most amount of views and the most amount of traction to your page. Now, your top 3 posts on your profile should be the most important, right? If I just show you my profile real quick, they have 3 pinned posts, which are really, really important, which are probably the most important. Here we go. Right here, you can see like these 3 posts are the most important. So the PM journey, how school changed my life, what we even do, and does actually work. So that is the 3 main important posts. Then your first 6 to 9 posts are what people look at. So if you go to my profile again, I'll show you exactly my bottom 6 to 9 posts. So as you can see there, then you see my posts, as you can see, it's very coherent and cohesive. So no-brainer offers to develop your company, the 2 free offers that sell like crazy, how you build an irresistible offer, how you can generate more money, how to automate your business, how to turn referrals into discounts, the master the art of strategic pricing, how to 10x business revenue, how to revive your dead kingdom. So those are my last 6 to 9 reels, which probably look very intriguing. The cover looks really good as well. It's well packaged. But yeah, so your first 6 to 9 posts are what people look at. Now, next thing is how to establish credibility, because credibility is really, really important on Instagram. So you need to have a decent amount of followers, which is preferably over 1,000 followers. Next thing is you want to do that follow-unfollow method until you reach like 700, 800 followers, and then from there go organic. So example, like just follow people inside your niche, then unfollow them as soon as they fall, like after a week or 2 weeks after. Right. Next thing is you want to create valuable content, because the more value you give, you're naturally going to attract the right kind of audience, and you're naturally going to get more followers. And then also on top of that, you want to have a strong bio and highlights. So here's like, I think we're going to go over the bio. Yeah. So first is profile picture. You can have a professional profile picture. There's a talking head image of you, and make sure it's high quality. Like look at this one. This is my profile picture. It's just a picture of my head, and then as you can see, it's pretty high quality as well. And also reflects my brain colors in the background. Now, next thing is we will go over the bio. So you want to use a 3-line structure when you're constructing your Instagram bio. So line 1 is basically what you do, right? So what I do, I help school communities go together, school community. Line 2, where's some social proof, right? I think I've got to redo my bio here, but you want to show some social proof. An example that could be helped over 100 people scale the school community. And then line 3 is the call to action. An example that could be DM me school and we'll brainstorm a plan. As line as CTA. And then an additional one is a link. You want to have a link at the end. I'll have a link to my book and a call with me. I'm going to change that to my free community. Right? Have a link to, because you want to direct people to take an action. And the final thing is bonus, just use emojis like something like this over here, just to make your bio stand out a bit more and just look a bit more cleaner and more professional. Now let's go over your highlights. So highlights should tell people who you are. It should show your personal life, share client wins, and share people to watch your long form content. And you want to keep updating your highlights every week or every 2 times a month. So my highlights over here: wisdom, results, journey, YouTube long form content. So Dubai, just go to places, client wins, lifestyle, lessons, networks. So you can see there's a bunch of highlights there. Just keep updating them every now and again, just to keep them fresh and new. Next thing is Instagram stories. So you want to follow the 2 P's framework, which I've developed myself. So the first one is a personal and a promotion. So personal basically means you want to do enough personal stuff that people get value or see your life. You want a daily vlog in your Instagram stories, and like a daily vlog is just like, I'm gonna just make a post. Let's say you went out to a restaurant, make a story on that. I just document your life on your Instagram stories. Next thing is promotion. So you want to do a promotion every 48 hours. You don't want to do it every single 48 hours, but one promotion to the next promotion should be spaced 48 hours. So an example that could be a podcast or a workshop or a webinar you're opening, maybe a long video you have, a podcast you're hosting, a school community you've opened up. Just do a promotion every 48 hours. And you want to do a call to action on all your promotional stories. Right, it's really, really powerful. Now, final step is your Instagram feed. So the whole point of your Instagram is to just to get your face in front of people, and you just want to get your content out there. So don't predict to go viral with Instagram, because YouTube's going to make you the most amount of money. Instagram's just going to get your face out there. You want to be genuine and authentic, Because that's more important than being viral. You want to be more genuine and authentic in your content, and you just want to make your feed look a bit aesthetic because it's just gonna like increase the professional. It's just gonna look much more professional. Like as you can see, like the branding over here looks pretty professional, and then the highlight covers there. Yeah, that's really important now. That's exactly how I'm utilizing Instagram for client acquisition, and you should be too. Now, let's go over the Instagram DM script that's booking me 12 sales calls every single week simply through Instagram. So here's the exact system. So the system is basically, it's a 4-step system. So there's a connect phase, there's a qualifying phase section, which then we move on to providing help and then suggesting. So what's the connect phase? So the point of the connect phase is just to get people to engage with you. It's to basically get their attention, you get your head in front of the lead, and just to send that initial first DM. So here's an example of that opener. Yo, Mohammed, thanks for commenting on my post. Or yo, John, thanks for commenting on my post. Thanks for liking my post, bro. And then you want to ask a simple question that opens up a question. So a simple question that opens up another question for them. So example that could be, you want to do a bit of profile research for them to see what they're doing. Maybe they're running an online community. Maybe they're whatever. See what they're doing and just make a question, ask them a question about that. So an example in my case could be, yo, Mohammed, bro, I saw you like my post. So I saw you ran a school community, bro. What kind of clients do you work with? Right? Make the answer easy and not too personal. Right? And then once you've done that, you want to go to the next phase, which is this or that. So do you coach clients one-to-one or groups? It's just a simple question that can help you understand where they're at with their business, what stage they're currently at. Now with that, we go into the qualifying section, which is figuring out if you can actually help them, because their goals must be aligned with what you can do, because if it's not, then it's not going to work out. So how can we do that? We do it through a gap question. So where they are right now and where they want to be, and what do they need to do in order to achieve that goal? So here's a simple question. Hey, what do you think you need to do in order to achieve that goal? Before this, you want to ask them, what's their goal? So then you want to say, hey, what do you think you need to do in order to achieve that goal? Then you want to provide some help. So you want to reply with this, and when they respond. So never send a message longer than 1 to 2 lines in the DMs, because you just lose your authority in the DMs. So providing help. So I actually help people do this for a living. Would you like some help? And then now we'll go with the suggesting. So hey Mohammed, glad you're looking for this. Let's jump on a call. Or here's my calendar link. Just spare 2 minutes just to book. Send your booking link and then say thanks for booking and looking forward. So this is the exact Instagram script, which is booking me 12 sales calls every single week. And this is the exact Instagram strategy, as we can see over here, and the YouTube strategy which I've been using. Now, I literally gone over the full step-by-step guide. I think it's been 90 minutes. And an hour or so on how to build a thriving school community. We covered a lot in this entire video, and what I want you to do is I'm going to split this video up into different sections. If you go on my YouTube channel, you're probably going to see it there, but I want you to watch this entire masterclass again, and this time I want you to watch it thoroughly. I want you to get a pen out, and I want you to get a notebook out, and I want you to start taking notes. I want you to take notes in the form of action steps. What I mean by that is every time you get an action item, have a checkbox there and write the action item there, and then every time you've completed it, tick it off and go back to the video. This is exactly how you improve as a school community owner. And I have a free school community down below in the description that actually helps school community owners get more traffic to the free community. So if you're interested in that, make sure you join today, because I have something very, very big, very special going on in there. And also make sure you book a call with me if you want some more feedback on your school community.